Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Unveiling Shadows podcast. This is the Survivor and the Skeptic live on November 20th, 2025. I'm Kimberly Mosby. This is my beautiful host, Erica Bailey from We Are Iconic. Mwah. I
Mwah.
miss her
What's
so
up,
much.
peeps?
Yeah.
I miss you too. You want to hear something I've decided I'm going to do? I'm going to take the savings out of my what I have left in cash in my safe. And when I get back from my son's graduation, I'm going to go hand out cash to complete strangers at the mall and help them buy Christmas presents for their kids.
Oh.
I decided that last night. Am I crazy? Am I crazy, guys? I'm like, I feel like I need to do something for other people. So that's what I decided I'm going to do. It's all going to come back tenfold, right?
Yeah.
I've been watching this guy and he goes out and does this kind of stuff. I've been watching him on Facebook. And I'm like, I need to do that. So anyway, sorry guys, I'm a little slow today. I actually cracked my head on a corner of something and my brain isn't functioning totally well right now. But I'm going to do my best.
It's all good.
The
Yeah.
flat earth. We're talking about the flat earth today?
I know. I was going to pull a little joke on you and go, we're talking about all the patents that they have out on targeting individuals, but I figured that you needed something more fun today. And so, yeah.
You make my life, my friend. Who do we got with us today? Who's watching us?
Emily asks, is that tinsel in your hair? Yes, she does have
Yes,
tinsel.
I have tinsel. You gotta add some sparkle in your life, girl. seven
Hey,
bucks on
Emily.
Amazon. Oh. Hi, Kemp. Hi, Emily.
Yes,
Hi,
hello.
Tiffany. Tiffany fixed her roof last weekend, so they have a
Awesome. Hey,
roof.
Tiffany.
Yay. After that storm, they made it through.
Thank goodness. I was
Thank
worried about you.
goodness.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and everything is normal. I mean, as
Everything's
it
all
can be.
right. I don't think they
Hey,
have water yet, but they have
okay.
electricity. So,
Okay. So that's good. I mean, it's kind of
and
a
a
pain in
roof.
the and a roof. Yeah, which is also, yeah, good.
Kind of important.
It's very important. Yes. Good,
Oh,
Tiffany.
we love you. We love you. I just
Yes.
enjoy seeing some of the same names over and over again. Guys, you have no idea how much this means to us that you come back each week. Like, it really does. Like, we're
Yep.
doing something special. At least I feel like we are. And
Yeah.
so, coming back each week, even through all of our trials and tribulations that we go through.
Yep. I know.
All right. So, tell me, the earth is flat?
I sent you a little YouTube video. There's this flat earth guy that I follow. His name is, let me find out what his name is. Oh, Agent 131711 Substack. And he put this out April 26th of 2024. And he said, flat earth military documents, yes, they're real. Here they are. And so he pulls up all these military documents on the earth being flat and the map and the map. I'm going to show you this map.
Okay, guys. Like, this is a little out there. Who thinks the world is flat? Like, is that
Well, I didn't used to think so, but I'm telling you, it is. It's flat.
No, it's not.
It
No,
is.
it's not.
I
Okay.
promise you. Look
All
at
right.
look at look at these military documents. I'm going to show you. Flat Earth military documents. June 20th, June 2010.
Okay, guys, come on here.
Fixed to
Like,
the Earth with a flat Earth assumption. This one says Earth to the body fix system, Earth to the fixed plane to the body fix. And then March, it's projectile flight dynamics.
Okay, so first off, why the hell would we say the Earth is round if the Earth is flat? Like, what is the value of this? So I'm looking into this theory now. Core
So,
beliefs: the Earth is a flat disk with the North Pole at its center.
yep.
A massive wall of ice, Antarctica, surrounds the outer rim and prevents water from falling off the edge. The perimeter is often claimed to be military guarded by world governments. The sun and the moon are relatively small local celestial bodies around 32 miles in diameter and 3,000 miles above the surface. The circle above the disc-like spotlights illuminating different sections create day and night. Gravity is often claimed to be an illusion or a misinterpretation of another force. Some ideas suggest the disk is constantly accelerating upward, driven by dark energy to simulate the effect of gravity. And satellite imagery and testimony from astronauts are dismissed as an elaborate, decades-long conspiracy and hoax orchestrated by government agencies like NASA to hide the truth.
Yep. You want to know what NASA stands for? Never a
I
straight
bet you
answer.
have something awesome. Never a straight answer.
Never a straight answer.
Ow. Ow.
I'm sorry to hurt your head. I'm sorry.
It's all right. You know, I need the smiles.
Play the YouTube video that I sent you. It's only like 7 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, stop. Okay. We're going to go in here. We're going to play this video. And then I want you guys to tell me what you think. I want to know your thoughts on this because I don't know. I don't think I'm going to buy this one, my love.
I didn't think so either, but they lied about everything else, so why not this?
All right.
Okay.
Can you guys see it? All right.
Yeah, there we go.
Flat Earth. Let's see if I can do full screen here. All right, let's do this. I don't know about this.
Probably one of the biggest lies that we have all been told is that the Earth is a globe and we are spinning millions of miles through space. We've also been told that all of the land on our modern day maps is all there is, but that's just not the case. Today, we're going to get into flat Earth, the firmament, UFOs, Atlantis, the Antarctic Treaty, NASA, and Operation High Jump. Everybody meet Admiral Richard Byrd. Now, he went on a 6-month expedition to Antarctica for the government called Operation High Jump. Now, when you look up this expedition, the government will tell you that the main objective was just to establish a military base in Antarctica. But we all know that they lie to us. So when you dig deeper, you actually find out that they didn't just want to establish a base in Antarctica. They wanted to take over the technology that was in Antarctica. Byrd's expedition didn't just encounter UFOs. He discovered land beyond the ice wall, proving that we have all been lied to. But it doesn't stop there. He actually flew into an entire underground crystal city.
Made that first discovery flight, and I must say that Admiral Byrd, our guest tonight, is not only our greatest living explorer, but he's been an inspiration to countless Americans. Admiral Byrd, you've been to both the North Pole and the South Pole. Is there any unexplored land left on this Earth that might appeal to adventurous young Americans?
Yes, there is. And not up around the North Pole, because it's getting crowded up there now, because they find out it's really usable, not only to live in, but militarily. But strangely enough, there's left in the world today an area as big as the United States that's never been seen by a human being. And that's beyond the pole on the other side of the South Pole from Middle America. And I think it's quite astonishing that there should be an area as big as that unexplored.
It's a tremendous
So
challenge.
there's a lot of adventure left down at the bottom of the world.
Now, Byrd died shortly after that interview, but it wasn't until people found his diary that they discovered why.
This story is said to come from his diaries, not his published account of the trip, but something he held back and then later was suppressed by government authorities that found it frightening.
In his diary, which was discovered by his son after his death, Admiral Byrd tells an extraordinary story.
Admiral Byrd heard there was an entrance to the center of the Earth through the South Pole. And he took planes into the South, under the South Pole. And when he did that, he discovered that as he flew over the pole, suddenly he's looking at things that shouldn't be there. I mean, it was temperate. His squadron flew under the Earth, into the Earth.
It turns into this lush and green area, and he can't even believe his eyes. But that's just the beginning of his extraordinary story. He tells how all of a sudden he starts to see a shimmering rainbow city that's made of crystal. His airplane is taken control of when he suddenly sees these flying disc-shaped objects around them that lead him to the ground. Whereupon he's escorted into a cavernous type of an area where he meets a being he refers to as the Master in his diary. The Master tells him that they're highly disappointed in what humans are doing with nuclear weapons.
This is from his diary. I have just attended a staff meeting at the Pentagon. I have stated fully my discovery and the message from the Master. All is duly recorded. The president has been advised. I am now detained for several hours. I am interviewed intently by top security forces and a medical team. It was an ordeal. I am placed under strict control via the national security provisions of this United States of America. I am ordered to remain silent. I don't think that he talked about the Crystal City and that whole experience publicly, but him just talking about the undiscovered land beyond the ice wall was enough for the government, and they took him out very shortly after that interview on TV. His son was on his way to a National Geographic convention, and they took care of that. Byrd Jr. gets on a train to travel to a National Geographic ceremony where he's scheduled to give a speech commemorating his father's expedition. Instead, disappears, somehow turns into a vagrant, and is found dead in a warehouse. So Byrd comes out publicly on TV and tells the world that there is undiscovered land beyond the ice wall. A few years later, the Antarctic Treaty was signed. The 56 Antarctic Treaty nations represent about 2/3 of the world's human population. Not only that, NASA was formed. Don't worry, guys. The government will tell you the truth. Why would they lie to us, you ask? Because Satan doesn't want us to know that the Bible holds the truth. The world tells us that the Earth rotates on its axis at 1,039 miles per hour, and that the Earth orbits the sun at 66,666 miles per hour. This contradicts God's word. He set the Earth on its foundations. It can never be moved. Surely the world is established so that it cannot be moved. And God said, "Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters." Thus God made the firmament and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament, and it was so. Scientists discover Earth's Star Trek-style invisible shield. This is why the government and now Elon have all their cool rockets, because they are forever trying to penetrate God's firmament.
Drops off? Wait, Beast Boy, you don't believe the Earth is round?
Mm-hmm. That's right. The Earth ain't round. It's a big old pancake. Your laughter only makes my belief stronger.
When did you become so dumb?
I ain't dumb. I'm a free thinker.
If you believe the Earth is a pancake, then what about the thousands of photos that clearly shows the Earth is round, like a basketball?
They's all fake.
Okay, if the Earth is a pancake, then how do we get both day and night?
Because the sun is like a spotlight, and it moves around, shining on one place at a time.
This is on JFK's plane. There's a flat Earth map. This is a map from 1587. This is actually in a map collection at Stanford University. Imagine what they know. Imagine the lies that we don't even know about yet. Imagine what they have at the Vatican, in the Vatican archives. Imagine what they have under the Smithsonian. We are a closed, flat Earth system with a dome firmament. We are not a globe traveling millions of miles through space. We are not spinning at 66,666 miles per hour. There is a very real demonic marine kingdom at the depths of our oceans, and there are very real demonic cities underground. And Satan will continue to lie, because Satan's biggest deception is convincing the world that he doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. Sorry, but
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you this map, and it's kind of funny actually. Let's do this one. Share. Okay, so it says firmament dome, based upon the common sense, empirical data, visual perception, navigational data, and cosmological models of their time. So here is the map of the Earth. This one was from January 31st, 1897, the New York Journal, 1897. People have known about this for a long time. You are the one that is new to this. And then that's the map right here. And then look at this one. He's like, all of these are the same in all of these except for one. And that's NASA. And they wrote cock on there.
God.
So, yep. At the center of the North Pole is a whirlpool where 4 rivers breathe in and out every 6 hours. This is the reason for the tides. Because that was one of my questions. And this was the only one that referred to how the tides are. And then if you think about this, what do they always say about water?
What do they always say about water? Other than it's an energy conductor.
Energy always flows to its lowest point.
Okay.
Yeah. So all of these people did the same map except this one. NASA.
Yep. Those are all the people who didn't actually see the world beyond the skies. Like, those are all ancient civilizations, right?
Look at all these Bibles. We had so much technology. It's crazy. When you go back and you look up Tartaria, you'll see how much, in fact, maybe we should do the next one on Tartaria, because we already had technology that they took away from us and then rewrote history. Like, we're stupid. Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, like, we go back to the Egyptians, and they actually just proved how the Egyptians built it, right? Like, they actually, Josh Gates with, God, I love that guy. Expedition Unknown. You know what that show is? They just did a 2-part series on trying to figure out how the Egyptians built the pyramids without tools and the wheel. And they literally just, like, proved it. So I don't know.
I don't believe anything that the military says or mainstream media. I don't believe any of it. Now, we're going to watch this Terra Time ones because he does a pretty good job. It says 100% proof that our Earth is flat. And it's 20 minutes long, so I'll put it in the post, but I want to at least watch 10 minutes of it.
I'm reading too. I'm like, this, I don't know, guys. Like, what do you think? What do you guys think about this? I gotta know what you guys think, because I'm like, come on. I'm keeping my mind open.
Yes, keep it open.
Approach it with curiosity.
Okay, let's do this one. Let me go back and get the volume on. And why it doesn't have any sound? Hold on a second.
Your sound is up.
Okay.
Let it run for a second.
It must just be a disclaimer.
100% proof our flat world is covered by a dome, proven by sunlight. You agree with her, Deborah? Really? That came off assholey. I didn't mean for it to. Apologize. The sun is rising. All right. Sun rising in the east. What is lighting up the west side of these buildings? Okay.
It's just different
What's
places
lighting
that
the west side of these buildings? Reflection from the light shining on the buildings and behind them.
I think.
Okay, pause this for a second.
When the sun rises in the east early in the morning, and if you're in a tall building, you go to the west side of the building, you open a window in the west, and what happens? The sunlight floods into the room and illuminates the whole room, even though the sun is on the horizon in the east. How can the light from the sun reverse back and penetrate the room and illuminate the whole room? That's because the light that's coming into that window is not from the sun. It's as simple as that. So now what I'm telling you and what we're discussing goes against the grain. I know it does, but we're going to prove it. So before you have a knee-jerk reaction and start throwing things around, chill out, be calm, and pay attention. So look at the silver ball. You see the surface of the ball is round. That means the light is coming to the ball and coming straight back into your eye. The surface of the ball is round, but the light is straight. How do we know? Well, look at the shadows of the people. Remember, it's a mirror image, so the light is behind the photographer. How can the shadows on the left point towards the sun? It's impossible. So from this mirror ball image, we understand that light travels in a straight line. It hits the surface of this ball and comes straight into your eye. The ball is curved, the light is reflecting straight. And the horizon on this ball, flat and straight. You see, if light bends, everything will be distorted, as you see in this ball image. The same would apply to the flat earth that we live on. Light travels in straight lines. That's why the reflection on this ball is the way it is. Things are in their relative position, their correct position where they are in 3D space around you, but it's been reflected back into your eye. So here's a ball. In other words, if light was bending, objects would be in different positions. You see, the objects wouldn't be in the right position. The light has to travel in a straight line, and that's why objects on the horizon and everything you see around you is in its correct position, because light travels in a straight line. The other issue is, look at the light. When the light is in front of you, how can the back end of the ball be lit? It's impossible. How can that one light source light up the sky and reflect back into this ball with one light source? It's impossible. So, if the earth was a ball, as you move around, the light will be reflecting off that ball in different angles. So at midday, the sun's above, things on the horizon, the light will be reflecting away from you. And we don't see this. The light is constant. It means we're living on a flat plane. The light and the shadows don't change. They don't change angles during the course of the day. They stay constant. So as the sun turns and it's moving, the angle of the shadow changes with regard to where the sun is. So let's go back to that moon shot, this painting of the moonlight. You see, in the day, another light source must be lighting the sky. Because if you only had one light source, night and day would look the same. You'd have a harsher light in the day and a lesser light at nighttime. And this is undeniable. You can't escape this fact. So to help us understand this, we're gonna look at buildings on the horizon. So you'll see, for example, if the sun's in front of you. Now the sun travels across. If there's only one light source, the back end of the building cannot be illuminated because the light can't bend around those buildings and illuminate the back of those buildings. It's simply impossible. So something else is happening. You see, this happens at nighttime because you have one light source at night. It's the moon. The same would happen during the day, just that the light would be stronger in the day. This light that's supposed to be in outer space cannot turn the sky blue. It's physically impossible. So this is not what we see. Your life on earth, if the sun was giving us, it was the only light source in the day, our lives would be miserable. In fact, we wouldn't survive. This is not what we see. Yet in the day, the light's in front of you, the back end of the building is illuminated. Tells you that there must be two light sources in the day. You're going to say, well, that's insane. Well, go outside, use your eyes and look. What we've been taught about the world we live in is an illusion. It's fantasy. So, as the Bible says, in the beginning, God created light. Let there be light. That was in day one. This is the light of day. It's not the same as the sunlight. He divided the light into dark and light. How Jehovah did this, I don't know. Then on day two, he created a dome. And as Job said, he beat out the skies like a molten mirror. 2 Peter says that the heavens stand firm. Daniel tells us that those in the last days, there will be some that will shine brightly like the heavens, like the firmament. So a photographer would do the same. You see, a photographer has a person standing there. He cannot use one light source. He would use a soft light, he would use a reflector, and then he would use a hard light. And it's these aspects of these lights together, he can illuminate the person or the object properly. So there's a lion, right? He would take a soft box. This would create the light of day, the ambient light. He would use a reflector on the opposite side. And then he would take a hard light, which is like the sun, and he would move that hard light around until he's happy with the lighting. And it's only in this way that he can illuminate a 3D object in 3D space. And this is the way the world works. A photographer cannot illuminate a 3D object with one light. It's physically impossible. Now, if there was only the sunlight, your world would be a nightmare. It would be ugly. So we have the light of day, a reflector, a dome, like a molten mirror covering the earth, and we have the sun. And it's the sun that gives us the hard shadows and the hard light. And it's the combination of these three things, the two lights and the reflector, that we see the way we do. If there was no reflector, right, and there was no dome, right, so the light's not working from them, and we only have the sun, well, this is what the whole day would look like. The only time you'd see objects lit is when the sun was behind you. Your world would be like a horror movie. And that's a fact. Go try it out. We know this. The crazy thing is that we know this and we understand this, but when we go outside in the real world, we've been so brainwashed that we don't think, we don't appreciate or respect the creation. So here's the moon. The moon cannot illuminate the sky. It just simply cannot. It can't give light into the sky. So some people have taken images like this and have said, well, what is that second sun doing there? This is not a lens reflection because it's behind the clouds. And people look at this and say, what's going on here? What on earth am I seeing? Well, you're seeing the sun reflect off the dome. And as Job said, that dome is like a molten mirror, beat out. And we're going to look at this in detail, some more detail. You see, here's another image. People look at this and say, well, what's going on? What am I seeing? And people talk about another planet, Nibiru. You're just seeing the reflection of the sun on the dome. And this is not a lens flare because you see the reflection in the reflection of the water. And people take video footage of things like this and they're astounded. Now, especially in colder areas when there's no moisture in the air, we see this all the time. Now, I've worked in the Mascarene Islands, and during the cyclones, the moisture in the air evaporates. And you see images like this during those periods of the year. And most people look at it and ponder it, but the reality of what it actually is and what they are seeing escapes them. Like the people taking this video, no idea. They just say, wow, it's amazing. There's people in the Amazon. So obviously after it rained or it's extremely dry in the heat of the day, and they see this and wonder, look at this. While you're seeing the sun reflect off the dome. It's as simple as that. If the earth was a ball spinning around in space, well, explain how that's happening. If we just spend some time pondering on the creation, you'll see a different world to the one you were taught to believe in. It's as simple as that. This is the real world. This is reality. And these things give evidence that there is a creator, a powerful creator who has all these things under his power and control. So as the sun sets, watch the light reflect off the dome and it moves with the sun. And there are two of those lights. So if I tell you, well, the earth has a dome and it has two light sources and these sources are orbiting around the earth, you'd say I'm crazy. But the evidence is there. Perspective. And many artists and painters and photographers and cinematographers who work with light, they know this and they give you clues in their movies and they give you clues in their paintings. Because if they come and tell you outright, we're living on a flat plane under a dome, people will start having convulsions. So here's an image, and we see these images in the day of a city scene and of night. Two different light. A light source of the moon cannot illuminate the back end of the building. The same with the sunlight. You need another light source. And you need a reflector. That's how we see 3D objects in 3D space illuminated. So back onto the flat earth. You see, people take images like this all the time. The boats and the buildings aren't sinking below the horizon. Yet there are unscrupulous people, and they know who they are, who will go and cut up images and paste images together and say, well, there you go. You know, there are buildings sinking below the horizon, and yet another man will go with this and take a photograph like this. Where it's not happening, buildings just simply get smaller in the distance. None of them, the bridges and the buildings aren't falling over the horizon. No, they just get smaller and smaller in the distance. It's perspective. Bridges don't fall over, buildings don't fall over. So you must understand that there is being an all-out effort to convince you the earth's a ball, and it's simply not. So at reflections, no matter how high an object is from you, its reflection is always underneath it. And the light source, look at the light. One light source like this cannot illuminate the blue sky because the light's coming straight in your face. And we see, as you move your position, we see the images and the reflections always above, below. No matter how you move your position, tells you that the ocean is flat. It's the only way that this is possible. You see, if the earth was a ball, these things would all be deformed and would be in different positions. A bird flying in the sky, or a cloud far away, or that light streak in the sky. Its position cannot be underneath it in proportion.
Okay, we
Okay.
need a scientist and a light specialist.
right?
I want to talk to a scientist and a light specialist because I don't know about this, guys. Because here's my thought: is A, the moon doesn't emit light; the moon reflects light from the sun. So there's a reflection. There's a reflector. We're looking at buildings and water. All of that is reflectors. So the light can be bouncing off of something behind to reflect it, right?
Flat
I
Earth.
don't know.
So I think the reflector that he's referring to is the dome, which is the reflector.
But the moon is a reflection, is a reflector.
Yeah,
The water's a reflector. Steel buildings are reflectors. Like there's so many different man-made features that can be reflectors.
and
Like I've used like a metal building as a reflector of the sunlight when I do my photos. We need scientists, guys. Okay. I have a friend in Australia, and when the sun is setting here in Arizona, go Devils, it is coming up over the horizon in Australia at that very moment. If the world is flat, then explain that. There you go. If the world is flat, then explain that. This is where we need scientists because this doesn't make sense to me.
Well, think about it. If we were flying through space, going that fast, and in a plane, if the Earth were spinning a ball in space, then you'd never catch up to the destination that you were trying to fly to. I mean, hello.
Say that one more time. Concussed brain.
I said if we were spinning in space going that fast and you were in a plane trying to get to a destination, you would never catch up to that destination, no matter how fast that flight was going. And if you ask pilots, they will tell you the Earth is flat.
Do we know any pilots? Do you guys know any pilots? Yeah, we're switching. I don't know what's happening.
I think it's when we share screens. So if you look at the bottom of that YouTube video that I sent you with that lady, whenever this is how I know that something is true. Whenever they put something about on Wikipedia underneath the video, and they're trying to tell you, oh no, it's not that, then you know that it's true. I mean, this is a bit world of psyops that we live in. I'm telling you. It is.
I'm really struggling with this one, honey.
I did too initially. I did too.
You guys know any scientists? Like, this is driving me nuts.
You'd have to go always in the same direction in order to get a destination because you would have to go against the grain. Yes, we've been lied to. Yes, we have been lied to about everything. Even the moon landing. We could do one on that. The moon landing was fake.
I do want to know that, actually. That interests me.
Do you want to do it on that? There's so much stuff on the fake moon landing. Even AJ, with the Y files, know that the moon landing is fake. Like, I can send you him. You'll like him. Your kids will like him with Hecklefish. What do you want, baby?
I'm not buying this one. Now I've got to do the research and the behind the science because I need to.
Yeah, don't go on mainstream media to do it. Go on. What are they? What do they call archives? The archives.com. You can find a lot of stuff on that to get information on newspapers that have told the truth, and everybody that's lied, will come up, and we're living under a dome.
Hey, Jaden, you want to create a science test with me? We're going to see if the Earth is flat or if it's round. It's round. I've got all my lights. I'm going to do this. I'm going to actually test this. Like, I'll put up my
we have been lied to.
The sun is 90 million miles away, right?
No.
90 million miles away.
We have been indoctrinated into the Rockefeller education system to believe that the earth is round when in actuality it's flat. And I have Adele's Hello song that proves it.
What? Okay, but what would be the purpose of that? Like, okay, what's the purpose of
to
telling
not
us
to not
it's
let
round?
us to not let us know the truth, and to not let us know what is beyond the ice wall, which is basically another world. They show it on the maps. Tell Jaden he's got to get on Substack if he wants to, like, you got to be a team. So one of you're going to go mainstream media. Jaden's going to go on Substack and research the flat earth and on archives.org or wherever they find that. And
Okay.
you're going to go the mainstream media way and tell Jaden he's got to go
He's gonna look the other side, right?
he's going to look on the other side.
I want to do like scientific like test. Oh, this is gonna drive me nuts.
You're going the opposite direction than the earth in order to get to your destination.
Yeah, to be going in the
So-
opposite direction.
Yeah, I annoyed everyone when they were telling us who was the first person to walk on the moon, but I was like, well, that can't be true because who's holding the camera? That's exactly right. Who would be holding the camera? Because there were 2 men on the moon. We're going to do that one next, Kemp.
Who would be holding the? Well, could it have been attached to the ship?
No, because you can see a shadow on one of them. Even, AJ on the Who Files, well, he debunks that. Yeah.
Okay, this is. I need scientists, guys. Any of you guys know scientists or pilots who can jump on one day and talk with us about this? I want to talk to like somebody who understands the science behind this, or somebody who says they've actually seen this while in a plane.
They're programming our beliefs. They've been programming everything since we were children. That's why they created the system of lying to us, because Satan is the Lord of deceit, right? And if we can lie to the people, then we can deceive them. And that is their great hopes, to know that we, don't know
What is the
everything.
deception doing? Like, what? That's what I'm not getting here. Is like, why the heck would they tell us it's flat if it's not? Like, who's gaining from this?
Well, because knowledge is power. And when you have power to critically think, then you're harder to control. That's the whole purpose. I'm going to put the real lyrics to Adele's song in this. And I asked my friend Kay's daughter, who is 11 and an amazing singer, to sing this song. Because I'm like, there's no better way to start teaching your children than to having them sing songs. But I guarantee that they didn't let Adele publish the words on this because she was telling the truth. And then I'll play it for you. It's 5 minutes. But I want to send the words first, so hold on 2 seconds.
Okay, so no matter what shape, right? No matter what shape you have, when light hits a 3D object, there is a light side and a dark side and a transition zone, basically, right? It's kind of what he was showing on that.
Yeah, and that we're free. Yeah.
It works the same whether you're a round planet, a flat floor, a mountain, a ship at sea. Like, damn you.
I know. I gotta make people think. I don't think I can. I don't think it'll let me send all of that. Oh yeah. Okay. So it did. So I want you to follow along with the words and that I just put in the chat when I'm playing this video.
Yeah, it does the exact same thing whether it's round or flat. a shadow does the exact same thing. Light, flat. You guys can't see what I'm doing, and I'm sorry. But if it's above, the shadow's below. If it's on this side, the shadow's on the left. If it's on this side, the shadow's on the right. There's a damn ball. God, my head hurts.
I know. Are you ready to listen?
Above, below, right? It's the exact same thing.
Which is why they're saying the sun and the moon rotate the earth. And it could be coming up at the same time in Arizona as it is in Australia because it's on a line, like a grid line. You know how they have the pictures that I showed you where it has the center of the North Pole, which is the magnetized portion. And then it has streams out like that. You'll have to look up the flat earth maps.
Look up the flat earth map again, because now I want to see Arizona compared to Australia. Are they on the same plane?
I don't know that. I mean, I'm just speculating.
I know. We're all speculating. All right, the words. Let's look this. I'm going to read these to you guys while you're looking up the damn map again. Hello, it's me. You know, indoctrination started when we were still naive. Adele wrote this? Programming our beliefs.
This was the first words to the Hello song. Yeah.
The inertia in the reason we don't feel the earth spinning. Hello, can you hear me? Did you ever stop to question a confession of gravity as a theory? Funny thing, the force alone can be explained with buoyancy and density. The sun is closer than what they told us, not 90 million miles away. Hello, from the inside, I'm here to tell you NASA lies. Okay, where did you get this? This is not the lyrics to this song.
Okay, so I'm going to play you the song right now.
All right.
Okay, you got to mute your mic. I'm going to mute mine.
I'm muting it.
Hello, it's me. You know, indoctrination started while we were still naive. Programming our beliefs. And that inertia is the reason we don't feel the earth spinning. Hello, can you hear me? Did you ever stop to question the confession of gravity as a theory? Funny thing, force alone can be explained with buoyancy and density. The sun is closer than what they've told us, not 90 million miles away. Hello from the inside. I'm here to tell you not to lie. And there never was a space probe, and those planets you flown so wandering stars. Operation Fishbowl. There never was a South Pole. We're surrounded by walls of ice, and we clearly live inside of a glass door. Hello, how are you?
That's not even her voice.
Chance to join Flat Earth and Globe discussion grew to discover all the truth. How the sun, the moon, the stars are all revolving around you. There's no more secret. The earth is stationary. It is fixed, unmovable.
No.
Hello from the brighter side. They fooled you with that CGI. While sending rockets into the sea, and they're faking that life ISS feed. No matter how high you go, horizons rise to eye level. Now found the world's greatest fiction. Show you won't need your glow. God will send more. Over 120 scriptures support the geocentric design of this earth. Railroads, bridges, lighthouses, fail corrections, made mistakes. Don't be fooled by perspectives. It's unlimited vision, hiding no shame. Compasses and gyroscopes prove the earth is not a globe. Moonlight, star trails, but ours do prove we are not the ones on the moon.
You really don't think that's Adele, right? You really don't believe that's Adele. That's not her voice. I'm sorry, guys, but I can't. Oh, you're muted, baby. Deborah, you flew to where you saw it all in a Cessna. What do you mean and saw it all? Oh, wait. Am I looking up there? I flew and saw it all in a Cessna. I want to know more of that.
So which are the two is?
We might be inside of a multiverse simulation.
Well, CERN 666, yeah, that's definitely possible with Elon Musk involved. So this is what I want to look up. Like Operation Fishbowl, it's probably declassified by now. And then I want to know what the CGI is. And then obviously there's 120 scriptures for a reason, because they have to tell us the truth, you know, because then they get plausible deniability. And then what about the geocentric gyroscope? Because
so
when
CGI is computer generated imagery.
Okay, so then that's why she's saying they lied through the CGI, which is, I've seen that on multiple platforms. But then think about the compass. When you hold the compass in your hand and it goes around like this, right? It doesn't go around like that. It's not round, it's flat, and you're holding it flat to the ground so that you can navigate north, south, east, and west. It's flat. It's like a magnetic field.
Jaden, do you have a compass? Damn. Jaden's my son, guys. He's my ride or die, my best friend. My 17-year-old.
I have a really good picture. I don't know if it's gonna let me show it to you of proof the Earth is flat. You're gonna really love this one. It says evidence the Earth is flat. So let me share this.
I don't know, guys.
It's so funny.
Think? Deborah's telling me I'm losing it. She's right. My concussed brain.
Like,
I got into a fight with a cupboard.
You want to see? We've all been in fights with cupboards. Let's show evidence that the Earth is flat.
Mm-hmm.
It's really that simple. I mean, it is really, really that simple. You just put a level on the ground, and then you're like, "Yep, it's flat."
No.
All right, so I want to know about the compass because you
Okay.
hold them straight. You don't hold them up and down to be like, oh, that's north, that's south. No, you hold them flat. I want not this next session. The next session I think we should do on the fake moon landing.
I
I'll
do want to
gather.
know about that. I want real like I come to me with like real shit. Because I'm not buying this one. I'm gonna say this one's debunked, in my opinion. But
Okay.
I do think the moon might have something to,
Yeah, what's fake? What kind of president is going to call from his desk to the people on the moon?
You were a pilot? Deborah was a pilot.
Yeah.
So is
the
this
Earth is
possible,
flat.
Deborah? Is this
Yeah.
really possible? I don't know why it doesn't actually show the emojis.
Yeah.
And you're saying that that you believe that this is accurate. That you've seen it? I am so interested in you right now.
We finally did our video. You would love the soap that she sent me. It's amazing. It's CBD soap and it's from Creative Healing, Live Free. And I washed my face with it at night before I went to bed and I passed out.
Ooh, yeah, send it to, I love that shit. I want to know what your soap is, Deborah. A compass is just magnetized. It points to a magnetic pole and it will act out and throw a tantrum if the magnetization around it is moody. So
I'm just saying there's a guy who writes children books on everything that the government has lied to us about. I'm going to purchase the series and I'm going to send it to you to re-educate yourself and your children.
You're going to send me children's books to educate me on.
and your children. Your children have to know about this too, okay? I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I forget the
'cause
guy's
that's
name.
what I need.
He's very cute. He'll put it in like plain terms. Because once you understand that everything that they've told us is literally a lie, like you can't get out of the rabbit hole. You just start seeing all the lies.
I just can't go with the absolutes. I just can't go with the everythings and the alls. Like I just can't, but I don't know. Maybe
I'm pretty sure that that this guy that teaches and writes children's books to teach children the truth, that he'll probably have references in the back that you can go to.
All right, fine. I will buy a book. One. We'll start there. But I want the soap. That I do want.
Yep. Okay.
Well,
Creative
hook me up. What
Healing,
is her-
Creative Healing, Live Free is the
Creative
thing. And
Healing, Live Free?
it's Creative Living, Heal Free. Live Free. Creative Healing, Live Free. And
Deborah,
it's,
drop your link in the chat.
yeah, so good. Like
All
it's got like
natural?
goat milk, avocado oil, THC oil, coconut oil, castor oil, comfrey oil, turmeric powder, ginger powder, black pepper, lavender oil, and flower of calendula. It's so good and
That
it
sounds like a heaven.
Smells delicious.
Oh my gosh, that sounds like a heaven, actually.
Yep.
Except for our wonderful freaking government slid in the bill to decrease any opportunity for THC to be put in products into the reopening of the government. And
Yeah,
so now
well,
they're
our
trying to make
government
it so
is
there's
criminal.
no THC in
That's
any
what
product.
That's what William said. Once you see it, you never understand, see it, or government is horrific. It is. What's the author's name? I can't remember his name, but I'll find it and I'll put it in the video in the chat of this
Will you
video
drop it
link.
in there? Okay.
Yeah,
In the
I'll
live,
drop it in
in the
there.
feed.
Yeah, from the
Yeah.
live. Yeah. But he's a younger guy, and he explains the Federal Reserve. He explains everything, the IRS, that they lied about everything, that taxation is illegal, all of that.
I agree. The sunrise in Australia at the same time as the sunset in Arizona does not make sense in a flat Earth, and I'm gonna have to agree with that.
In a
Like,
flat Earth dome. Yeah, I don't know the explanation for that one, but I'm pretty sure there is one. If you go to this one and you look at this military documents here, I'll put this in the chat, and you guys can
Cool,
go
yeah.
research the military documents on
Arizona has the most beautiful sunsets in the world, though, in my opinion.
okay,
Vortex.
so
Yeah, the vortexes in Sedona. I've actually
yeah.
stood like in those areas. The energy, oh my God, is
Mhm.
like
That's where
it's insane.
that's where I first spread Lydia's ashes.
Oh,
It
in
was in
Sedona?
Sedona.
I didn't know that.
Because of the vortexes. So this one says chemtrail substack, flat earth military documents. So look at that. He gives
Okay.
all the documentation, and he gives
But it's
us
just as easy for him to, or for people to Photoshop or create documents and share them and say these are real, as it is for somebody to create. Like, it's just as easy for somebody to fake it on both sides, right?
okay, yeah, but he gives you links because this is coming from the Army Research Laboratory and the beacon position of attitude navigation aided by a magnetometer. And they give you the case numbers to look up. So you can go verify this all.
Okay. Well, now I'm going to go down a frickin'
all on
rabbit
the
hole.
link that I sent you.
After I finish your website, I'm going to go
Okay.
down a rabbit hole.
Okay. There's also NASA reference publications from 1988. And it says a linear aircraft model for a rigid aircraft constant mass flying over a flat, non-rotating Earth is derived and defined. So they're telling you this. I know. It took me a minute to wrap my head around it, but I'm like, there's no way we're flying through space. This shit's rotating around us. We are the center. When they say we are the center of the universe, now I know where that term comes from, because we actually are the center of the universe.
You're the center of my universe.
Oh, you're the center of my universe. I can't wait to see you.
Oh, we're working on it. Oh, we'll get there. Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry.
what was her name? Happy birthday.
Yep, happy birthday.
Fatal birth effectually for 2 days. Oh, honey, we love you. Oh, Deborah, I definitely got to try that, your stuff. I'll make sure I get the information from Kimberly, because that sounds absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's homemade, and she's in Snowflake, Arizona. So I think the lady might.
love Snowflake.
So
Actually,
the
that
lady,
was one of my favorite
the
places
lady
there.
might live there. I'm not entirely sure, but
I'll have to check.
yeah, yeah.
All right, peeps. Well, next
Good. We
week,
love you, everyone.
we love you. Emily, happy birthday to your late daughter.
Yes, absolutely.
We love you.
Yep.
And happy giving birth to her day.
Yes.
We love you.
Yes, we do. We love you.
Yes.
Love you all. Stay
Stay
strong.
strong.
We got
You
this.
got this. Jinx, you owe me a Coke.